guys, my name is Lillian Michelle, also known as Lily's Touch. Thank you for joining my channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if you like this video by commenting below. I've been doing hair for over 20 years. Like, I was in the shop, working hard and pretty much slaving myself. So up until maybe I'll say 4 years ago, I started feeling differently about the business. So I decided, you know what, Lily? You need to concentrate on your online store. So once I decided that I wanted to concentrate more on my online store, things started changing. I started getting more notice online. International orders was coming in, local orders was coming in. And, eventually I decided, you know what? I'm really gonna have to have a plan to strategize so I could allow my online presence to put me in a position to retire from behind the salon chair. So I had that thought for a couple years now. But even after I had the thought, I had to wait until my online store was in a position to be able to bring income, bring revenue to my business before I retire from the salon chair. Like the beginning of me opening the online store, I was not getting orders at all. I think for a couple weeks, probably months even, I was not getting any orders. It took time. And what I learned over the years, one of the things that I learned recently, maybe I'll say about 3 years ago, is you have to be able to invest in marketing. You have to be able to invest in marketing. You cannot have an online store and you're not marketing yourself. That's unheard of. It's not gonna work. Like, just an Instagram post is not going to help you. And sometimes running an ad on Instagram or Facebook, if you don't know the clientele you're looking for, if you don't know exactly who to target, you're wasting money. It's so many things that I have learned. I spent so much money, wasted so much money because I didn't do things the right way. Oh my God, I sent out so many products, so many wigs to different influencers to promote. Some of them asked for pay and I paid. Some didn't ask for pay, they want the products and I sent the products. And some didn't do what they said they was gonna do. Some got paid and my products and they still didn't do what they said they was gonna do. You get what I'm saying? So it's a loss. Like, it's just so many different things going on in the background. When you have an online store, a lot of people might think everything is great. It appears so, but in the background, it's a mess going on. I invested a lot of money and I gave away so many products to influencers. Some worked, some didn't. But at the end of it all, guess what? I still have to pay for marketing. Whether this person didn't come through or not, I still have to continue doing marketing. You're just now gonna have to be smart about it. You have to study whom you want to work with. You got to really investigate these influencers because a lot of them taking people products and money and they're not doing their job. So it's up to you to do your diligence to make sure you do enough research to know who you are dealing with. I'm talking about people that's well known, have took my money, my marketing money and my products, and they have not delivered what they said they would deliver. So it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. So I'm here to warn you guys. I'm here to educate you guys so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I make you can't pay these influencers and send these products to these influencers and your page look like crap. I did that in the beginning. Epic fail. Because guess what? It is not the influencer responsibility to make the sales. That's you. You are responsible for that. They did their job by promoting your products. That's what you paid them for. That's why you sent the products to them. That was the reason why. But other than that, once they do their job and they send those people your way, if your Instagram don't look up to par, your Facebook don't look up to par, like people are so visual, like they gotta catch something. You know, even I am, all of us are. You gotta catch something with your eyes for you to feel like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I want that. Like you gotta be able to sell the products. You know, so if you're someone that's lazy on your social media platform, I don't think the online route is for you. It won't work because it involves a lot of timing. And if you can't do it, you're gonna have to hire someone that can do it, you know, and that can cost. So yeah, so you got a lot of work to do to make sure that your platform is very attractive to your potential customers. I just hired a company to optimize my website, maybe a month ago. They still working on it. They're rebuilding my site. They're optimizing it. They're putting it in a position where traffic is coming organically to the website. It costs a couple thousands, but it's worth it, you know? In order for you to make money, you have to spend. That's the only math to business. Spend the money, then you make the money. It's just that simple. You cannot have a business and you don't want to spend money in it. You spend no money, you will make no money. And that's that. The pandemic happened last year. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for my God every day. Every day I'm so thankful because so many people have lost their lives. So many people have lost their business. So many people lost so much. Lost family, friends. Like I'm talking about, last year was the worst year ever that I have witnessed in history. And God never ever not take care of me. God never ever close his eyes and not do what he promised he will do. I'm talking about as soon as the pandemic happened, my business just skyrocketed. My business just went to another level. Like I'm talking about, I was getting orders like crazy. Around that time, I used to be in partnership with my cousin at a small salon setup. But I was still doing orders at home. I was not bringing it to the shop because it's like I have to be in the right headspace for me to get into these orders, you know? So I just kept that at home. So I was very uncomfortable at home fulfilling orders, you know, and it was, so my house was a mess. It's always a hairy thing going on. Like, it was a mess, you know? So I had to decide, you know what, Lily, it's about time you make this move that you've been wanting to do for years now. You wanted to do this, but I always thought it was too big for me to do. I always thought, oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I don't have enough support. I don't have enough customers. I don't have enough. It's always that. And it took the pandemic for me to realize you just gotta do it. Like, you just gotta do it. Because by waiting, it will never get done. It won't ever get done. I'm skipping over the whole story. Let me continue on. So After the pandemic, when I noticed that business was different, I said, you know what, Lily? You need to open a warehouse. Some people thought I was crazy. Some people didn't think it was a great idea. Some people thought, maybe I should wait till after the pandemic. Some people thought, Trump being in office, we don't know how it's gonna be when Biden get in office. I think you should wait for the whole political thing to die out, and then you probably could. Like me, I'm one individual. When God already put something in my spirit, it's gonna just stay there. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Not one word somebody tell me that's different is going to change my mind. If God already planted and he stamped it, I'm on go mode. So that's what happened. Like, I went into my prayer so God can tell me what I needed to do at this moment. And I remember me and my husband came to this one location. We had a day scheduled to visit at least 6 different locations. And the first 2 we went to, I didn't like it. It was too much work I had to do, and it was too big, and it was too expensive. Because we had a certain budget, and I didn't want to go over it. I didn't want to do too much to be stressed about myself. So finally, we came to the location that we are in right now. This is where I'm doing this whole video. And the minute I stepped in the place, I felt with all my being, this is where I needed to be. This is the spot. This is the location. This is gonna be the beauty hub. And voila. And we had to make it happen. And we had to renovate the place. And thank God I have a brother that does construction. Oh my God, like I done saved so much money because of my brother that I thank the Lord and I thank him almost every day. And then the money started going low. I was like, what? We're gonna have to stop this project. Take a break. Because it's a lot of things that was being done that we find out we had to do, and that was not in our budget. So we started going over our budget until I got so close to not having any more money to continue. And then my Lord made a breakthrough. In the middle of me thinking I'm gonna take a break, the Lord did not want me to take a break. The Lord wanted me to continue with this project. He wanted me to continue with this dream. He wanted my vision to be fulfilled. So the Lord provided for me to continue. And he always does. He always does. This is the reason why, like, when I'm making my moves, a lot of times I don't have the exact amount of money that's needed to make these moves. But I'm trusting God to do it. I'm trusting him to take the wheel. Because you created me. You put this vision in my head. So therefore, I'm trusting you, only you, to be my provider. You know, you are my provider. I don't have any other God to provide for me. You're the only one. So I always trust God in everything that I do. In anything that I do, God is involved all the time. So now we were able to finish the project, and boom, we opened. And when we opened, it was only just a wig store. Now, I have a photo studio in here because I realized time is changing. So as time changing, I have to change with time. So if I can capitalize on something that I see that I can capitalize on, I'm going to choose to capitalize on it because I feel like I'm able to. I have a warehouse, I have the space, so why not? So I added a photo studio in here. You guys are going to love it. It's not what it was when I first opened. So if you are an artist, you are a model, you are a makeup artist or a hairstylist traveling here to Miami, and you don't have a location for that day you coming in to service someone, I can also rent you a room in here so you could provide that service to your client. We are open for outside businesses. That's how we network. That's how we connect. That's how we support each other in the beauty industry. So that's one of the things that set us apart in the beauty industry here in Miami, Florida. And if you are a model, an artist, we have props. We have a lot of props, and we still bringing in more props so you guys could come and do your music videos, your photo shoots. We even have a green room if you need to do anything with recording or whatever, filming. We have it here in one place, and everything is nice, chic, cute, and very like girly like. So this is how I decided I needed to retire. When I noticed how I could make so much money online versus me being behind the salon chair, I was like, Lily, you have to retire. Like, you have to stop doing hair. You have to make time to make the online business better, to make the online business work the way that it should be working. Because me doing hair full time and me doing custom orders part time, that's not gonna get me to where I need to be. Because I'm only getting older, I'm not getting younger. So I have to take time out to make sure I build a foundation, a solid foundation, so when I'm ready to really like leave all of this behind, I'm still able to live a comfortable life. You get what I'm saying? So this is what this is all about. This is what we work hard for. You work hard in the beginning in your young years, so later on you can enjoy life, right? Yeah. I don't want to be too old and that's when I'm enjoying life. So this is why I felt like I needed to retire from being behind the salon chair so that I can really enjoy the life that I have right now, because I'm 43. I'm not that old. I'm still young. I want to enjoy my 40s. I want to travel. I want to do things that I never got to do. I mean, I was 19 and I had a child. So a lot of time that I needed for myself, I didn't have, because I had to raise my daughter. You get what I'm saying? And then after her came my other daughter a year later, 2 kids to raise, you know? So I didn't get to enjoy my young years. So I had to make sure I took time off to love on me, to care for me, to appreciate me. You get what I'm saying? This is what this is all about. We work hard for a reason. You cannot continue to work hard until you cannot work or do anything anymore with yourself. This is not what God intended. This is not what He intended. So that's why I made my decision, and I thought a lot of people would not understand it, you know, and some, you know, some don't, but it's okay, you know, because not everyone is going to understand where God is taking you to. And not everyone understands the background of what you have to go through. Like the sacrifices that I had to make. I made so many sacrifices over the years. It's not even funny. Dog, I used to do hair 7 days a week. Some days I'm going home 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was not doing appointments. I was doing walk-ins. There used to be a list, a waiting list every morning. At least 10, 20 people a day. Yes, that's the time. That's around that time I used to do hair. Yes. So all of that to me, like, and then I was not even doing business right. I didn't even have a LLC. Like when I started this, I started it all wrong. I didn't incorporate my business. I was not putting myself on payroll. I was making so much money, beaucoup money, but I was not even budgeting. So I was making money and it was not doing what it was supposed to be doing to build me, to put me in a position to not have to work so much. I was doing it wrong. So I advise you guys to make sure your foundation is solid before you take off. Because if you take off and your foundation is horrible, you're going to crash. You are going to crash. You got to make sure your foundation is A1. So when you get up there, you ain't coming down. You hear what I'm saying to you? So your girl retired. I do not do hair. The only hair I don't mind to do is, let's say you are doing a photo shoot, a creative photo shoot. You filming on set work, I'm for it. I love being on set. It's like another world to me. I love being on set. Anything with being on set, I'm still on. But as far as being like taking appointments to be in the salon all day, every day to do people hair, I am over that. Like this, I don't find any enjoyment in it. I don't find no passion in it. If I am here in the shop, I'm taking care of business. I'm fulfilling my orders. I'm making sure my business is working. That's what I do when I come to my business place. If you don't see me here, I'm out here enjoying my family, enjoying life, and just doing other things. And I love it so much. When I tell you I'm in peace, I am in peace. Like I don't have to stress about nothing. I just feel like I never really loved myself the way that I see I love myself now. Because I never gave time for myself. I'm always doing for others, which is making sure I'm servicing everyone except me. I didn't have time to look good. I didn't have time to do my hair. I didn't have time to do my makeup. I didn't have time to dress up. I didn't have time to go to the parties. I didn't have time to go to your invites. I didn't have time for my husband. I didn't have time for my children. I didn't have no time. I have control now. I have control of my life now. Before, everyone else had control of me, but I didn't have control of myself. And I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed. And I think I love my customers so much because, man, you guys made me who I am today. Like I had some beautiful clients. I had some genuine clients that loved me for real, and I love them so much. Like, some clients, when they come sit on my chair, it's like, you know, they'll talk about what's going on with them and stuff like that. They'll share with me and I'll share with them, you know. They'll ask for my advice. Like, you know, we bonded. We created trust. We created a sense of sisterhood. And I'm gonna miss that a lot. I am, because I had some really great clients, but I had to let it go. I had to let it go to better myself, because I needed to even be a better person. Because this business, it could take your mind. It could take you to another space if you allow it. And I didn't want to lose myself too much. I didn't want to lose myself at all, actually. So that's why I had to just do a complete stop. So anyway, this is all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I think I covered everything. Just make sure, like, if you are trying to retire from anything, make sure you have a plan. Make sure you test that plan. Make sure you invest in that particular passion. Make sure you take time out to really build it, because you want it to be solid, like a solid foundation. Make sure you do all of that, and make sure revenue's coming in before you decide to walk away from something that can pay your bill. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you're good. And if you are a hairstylist, a braider, anyone in the beauty industry, our hands after a while do not work the same. Our hands after a while, like, it's not as easy as it was to work with them in the beginning when you started doing hair. So think about, if you've been doing hair for over 10 years, you need to start really thinking about what can you do next. What should you be looking into? Because your hands, your hands not gonna work the same no more. My hands don't work the same anymore. Like, I have this crimping thing, like, every morning. Now it's not the same no more. Ever since I stopped doing hair, well, actually, before I stopped doing hair, I had slowed down on doing hair full time. So that problem was not the same anymore. But there was a time my hands used to cramp up on me in the morning. Like, the blood would not circulate. I had to massage my hands. I have to massage them. And then after massaging them, I have to shake it. And then now the blood would circulate. Then I would feel okay. Like, my hands be heavy in the morning, like cramped. So imagine if I give this business another 10 years of my life doing hair, I probably won't have my hands. You get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta think about the future. We have to really think about the future, not just right now. The old way we used to think, we need to push that to the side, because it's not gonna do us any good in the future. We need to think about building an empire, okay? We don't want to be, you know what, the way I used to think was, as much as I didn't want to be the business, but I became the business. If I'm not working, I'm not making money. If I'm not doing hair, if I'm not in the shop, I'm not making money. Like, that's not how business should be. You should be making money whether you are here or not. Whether you are here or not, you should be making money. That's business. So I did everything backwards. And a lot of us here in Miami, I know for sure, have done it that way. And that's the wrong way. We need to do better. We have to do better. So I'm here to let that be a warning, to educate you guys. So if you was not thinking about having a plan B, you need to start thinking right now. Fix your bed. Fix your bed early. And you're gonna thank me later. Subscribe, like, and comment underneath this video. Tell me what you learned today, or if you learned anything today. And let me know what you would like me to talk about in my next video, because I'm going to be available to drop some videos I'm trying at least once a month. I'm going to push to say twice a month, but I'm not 100%. But at least once a month, I want to drop a YouTube videos to educate my people, to educate you guys, so you guys know the route to take. Okay? And check out my store, www.hairstylist, LillianMichelleCo.com. I'm gonna put the link below. I have a lot of things on my site. I have hair products, I have wigs, custom wigs, wigs like this, like finger wave wigs, like 30 inches, whatever. Like I have it all. Check out my site, and thank you for your support.